Check the street.
It's just after 2 a.m., the night before Halloween. A quiet suburban house sits dark and still. The family inside believes the danger is over. But somewhere inside that house, someone is waiting. He shouldn't be there. A court order says he must stay away. Police have been called about him before. Yet none of that matters now. Because by the time the sun rises, people will be dead. A community will be paralyzed by fear, and one man will vanish into the night, triggering a manhunt that will stretch across borders. This is the story of Joseph Castaneda, and the night that turned a family home into a crime scene. Joseph Castaneda had no right to be inside that house. There was a protective order against him, legally forbidding him from going anywhere near his ex-girlfriend, Jessica Serrano, or her family's home in Aurora, Colorado. The relationship had been volatile for years, marked by jealousy, manipulation, and repeated police calls. But rules only work when people follow them. And that night, Joseph didn't. Earlier in the evening, the Serrano family had gone out to a party, leaving the house empty. Somewhere during those hours, Joseph slipped inside. No forced entry, no alarm triggered. He knew the house. And then, he waited. Just after 2 a.m., Jessica returned home. Almost immediately, something felt wrong. In her bedroom closet, she found Joseph's jacket, jeans, and car keys, items that should not have been there. Her stomach dropped. She called 911, her voice shaking as she told the dispatcher that her ex-boyfriend's belongings were inside the house and that she feared he was hiding somewhere. Officers were dispatched, but before help could arrive, the nightmare began. Gunshots shattered the silence. Jessica called 911 again, this time screaming. She was hiding in the bathroom as shots echoed through the house. The dispatcher pleaded with her to stay low, stay quiet, stay alive. Inside the home, Joseph moved with terrifying purpose. Jessica's twin sister, Maria Anna Green, was shot and killed. Maria Anna's husband, Ken Green, was ambushed and killed near the basement stairs. Jessica's father, Jesus Serrano, was shot twice and left dying in the hallway. A family friend, Rodolfo Perez, was later found dead near the kitchen. 4 lives ended in minutes. Trapped in the bathroom, Jessica came face to face with Joseph. In a moment of sheer survival instinct, she fought back, shoving him into the bathtub and bolting from the house. Barefoot, hysterical, she ran into the street. Seconds later, Joseph fled in the opposite direction. When Sergeant Paul Davis arrived, Jessica collapsed toward him, crying out the words no officer ever wants to hear. "He shot my family." Inside the house, officers encountered a scene of pure devastation. Bodies, shell casings, blood-soaked rooms that once held laughter and normal life just hours earlier. 2 young children were found alive, but traumatized, wrapped in blankets, and rushed to safety. Joseph Castaneda was gone. Police locked down the neighborhood. 9 units searched yards. Drones took to the air. A reverse 911 alert warned residents to stay inside because an armed murderer was on the loose. Joseph's phone was pinging nearby until it wasn't. It was later found discarded in the Serrano backyard. His vehicle abandoned. His wallet left behind. His shoes missing. He had vanished into the cold night with almost nothing. As investigators dug deeper, a disturbing picture emerged. Joseph and Jessica shared 2 children, but their relationship had spiraled into obsession and control. Joseph had created fake social media profiles to lure Jessica into meetings, only to reveal himself and reignite conflict. Just 1 week before the murders, Joseph had allegedly smashed her car windows, dragged her from the vehicle, and held her at gunpoint. Jessica and her father had successfully obtained the protective order meant to keep them safe. It didn't. One chilling detail stood out. Their children had been taken into protective custody just 1 day before the killings. Investigators believe this may have been the final trigger. Tips began flooding in. Then came a break. Joseph's cousin reported that Joseph had knocked on his window in the early morning hours, panicked and barefoot, repeatedly saying, "I messed up. The cousin refused to let him inside, but gave him a pair of shoes. That meant Joseph hadn't escaped alone. Suspicion quickly turned to his younger brother, one Angel Castaneda. Under questioning, the truth came out. One had helped Joseph flee, driving him away from the crime scene, passing him off as another family member, and helping him disappear into Denver. Instead of one suspect, there were now two. One would be arrested for his role in helping a mass murderer evade capture. But Joseph? Joseph kept running. The manhunt went international. His photo spread across media outlets, his distinctive lion tattoo broadcast as a warning. And for weeks, an entire community lived with the chilling question. Where is he now? Joseph Castaneda thought he could outrun justice. But every step he took only tightened the net. Because in the end, you can't disappear forever. And when authorities finally caught up to him, the truth of that night would come into full, horrifying focus.